stove, water getting boiled. Being sold, Snoopy in the cookie. System overload. I've been running this rap game since I was 20 years old. I hung with the worst of them. Bust till I burst them up. Floss them up, toss them up. Harder one, close them up. Pardon me, I'm bossing up. Fresh it up, bless your work, don't mess with us. We like the youth in the 80s. Back to back, better track. In the whip, get it back. Get the trick, jump the track. For my money back. Time and time again while I'm sipping on the gin. How they said it best, just win, baby, win.
Hello everybody and welcome to Westerly High School Girls Volleyball. We are here at Federico Gymnasium welcoming the Block Island Hurricanes. In their previous matchup, their last fall were the Block Island Hurricanes. Block Island came away with the 3-1 victory over the Bulldogs. This is the final match of the Bulldogs season and the final match of senior Alexa Beal's Westerly High School career. So I'm sure her teammates are going to look to step up to her to give her a going away party that she deserves. Now this game does also have playoff implications for Rogers, who holds an impressive 6-2 record in Division III, trailing only St. Ray's, who is 7-0 and has defeated Block Island head-to-head. Block Island shares a 6-2 record with Tiverton, and Block Island holds the tiebreaker over Tiverton. However, that's all pending a victory today. So this game has implications for both teams. Wesley wanted to end on a high note with an extremely young team and a bright future ahead, and Block Island wanting to set themselves up with proper seeding for this 2020-2021 COVID-altered season. The Bulldogs are getting in a huddle, getting their final instructions. Block Island was a little bit late arriving. Wesley had plenty of warm-ups, and Block Island is finishing up as we speak. They were a little short of time, but obviously have the most difficulty traveling, so it is quite understandable. Starting for the Bulldogs, well, dressed for the Varsity Bulldogs, number 6, Ari Fazara, number 11, Dina Arnold, number 12, and our only senior, Alexa Beal, number 13, Summer Bruno, number 14, Federico, number 16, Ree Pellegrin, number 18, Alex Storr, number 19, Lita Simmons, number 22, Ava Tenuta, number 23, Meg Beal, and number 3, Sarah Riddler. The official just waiting now for Block Island to finish their pregame warm-ups, which just should pretty much wrap it up. They didn't arrive long ago, so again, I give this team more leniency than most. Traveling for away games is quite a different battle for them. An unusual start time for the game, leaving the gym appearing a little more empty than usual. The school being on their spring break. The 11:30 scheduled start time. We're a little bit behind that right now. But like I said, we are getting ready to get started. The Bulldogs are all set, and I do believe that the official is getting ready to bring Block Island to the sidelines. The captains have already met with the official, giving final instructions to the sidelines to stay off the floor and near their bench. Now Westerly, again, you don't want to look at their record this season because, again, they're only hitting the floor with one senior. So they have a very good future ahead. And we have seen some very good competition here in our opportunity to do this for their altered season. They've had some quality opponents come in, some very good volleyball teams, and they've hung with them. They've hung right with them all. There's no quitting this Westerly team, and I can imagine even more excitement today knowing it is their last game, especially with their teammate, Alexa Beal. And the coach is giving instructions to Block Island. Looks like there's going to be another drill prior to the start of the game, as Westerly looks on impatiently. Block Island is bringing 4 seniors with them today. Savannah Brown, Sophie Mott, Stephanie Rich, and Lucy Rigby Leather. They also have 2 freshmen on the lineup, Cora Ryan and Bailey Payne. Westerly High School boys volleyball will begin action for their altered season in the upcoming week. as will Westerly High School baseball and softball following very soon thereafter. Again, to Friday night, the Bulldogs play an important varsity football game away versus Barrington at 6 p.m. We will be bringing you that action live right here at Westerly.live. Bring all Westerly sports all the time. The Bulldogs in their team huddle. And Block Island is about to hit the sidelines. Making sure everybody's warm. Can't rush things too much because that's what leads to injuries. That's not fair to anybody. And it's generally never the player's fault if a team's a little bit behind. So you can't put them at risk because of it. We are officially now just a moment away. Block Island will serve first as they are the visiting foe. And can't take the Bulldogs lightly because they can't afford a loss. It will cost them in playoff seeding. And Wesley playing with pure emotion as a team to end this season on a good note going into next year and to say farewell to Alexa in a good note, which she more than deserves. Wesley breaks his huddle and heads to the floor. And the official will check numbers as the Hurricanes get their final instructions from the coach, who has made it a point not to overrush his team, knowing that this match is very important to his team. And the ball has been given off to Block Island. Number 3 will start serve for the game. This is game 1. I am Greg Moreno. We are Westerly.live. We apologize for the late start. Block Island was a little late in arriving. But we are here now, and here we go. First serve of the game. In play. Dina Arnold with the bump. Set to Meg Beal. Spike attempt. Dug out by Block Island and into the net. They dump it over. And Meg Beal again with this spike, and the Bulldogs' first point of the game. Side out, 1-0 score. Number 23, Meg Beal with the opening serve for the Bulldogs. Referee timeout. And she wants the volleyball. Looks like there's going to be a switch of the volleyballs. For what reason, I am not sure. And the official is retreating. This is new to me, folks. I will update you as soon as I see. I'd imagine she is going to return with a new game ball, possibly. And again, I'd like to remind you that Friday night at 6 p.m. in Barrington, as I said earlier, the Westerly varsity football team will be visiting Barrington, 4-0 Barrington. Your own Westerly Bulldogs, 2-0. Both teams will make the playoffs, playoff seeding at stake for both teams in the final game of their regular season. We will bring it to you live, kickoff at 6 p.m. We are Westerly.live. And they are checking the air pressure of the balls. Adjusting them to the appropriate level. And the official returns and is bringing a ball to her approval. And will return it to Westerly's Meg Beal. Something that seemingly should have been taken care of prior to the game. We are now back in action. Number 23, Meg Beal for the Bulldogs. Again, game one. 1-0 score. Just getting started here at Federico Gymnasium. Last volleyball game of the season for the Bulldogs. Beal's serve isn't handled well. Block Island's gonna have to dump it over, and they do with a beautiful dump. Effective. Alexa Beal diving attempt. Block Island evens things up 1-1 and will take serve. Number 5 for Block Island at midcourt. And here we go. Serve to the deep end. Arnold with the bump. Meg Beal set. Spike attempt dug out by number 5. 19 with the spike into the net, and that's going to be point number 2 for the Bulldogs. And a side out. Lila Simmons, a very active player both by the net and on the second line of defense. And the senior, Alexa Beal with the serve. A beauty to the back line. Number 3 for Block Island goes to set it. Too close to the net. They can't handle it. 3-1 Bulldogs, and the Bulldogs are plenty excited here in their final game of the season. 3-1, Alexa Beal looking for 2 in a row. And a beauty. Set, tries to think it over to no man's land, but none other than Alexa Beal with the dig. Dumped over, fed with the bump. Beal to Simmons with the spike, dug out by, too close to the net. Dug out by Block Island. No other player could get their hand on it though. Went into the net. The score 4 for the Bulldogs, 1 for the Hurricanes. Alexa Beal for 3 in a row. Beautiful serve. And it is Westerly's point as the Block Island player crossed the threshold under the net. 5-1 Westerly. And Alexa Beal looking for 4 in a row, that is. Westerly out in front to a 5-1 lead here in game 1. The only Bulldog to employ a jump serve, and that's an ace. That's a beauty. That's to no man's land in the back corner. 6-1 Bulldogs. What a better way to start a final match with the Bulldogs. 5 straight points, 6-1 score, Westerly's advantage. And the serve, front spin to the back middle. Bumped, set by number 3, back a little low. Number 12 gonna have to dump it over. Dina Arnold with the bump. Meg Beal with the bump set. And mishandled by Block Island. Lidler hits it over with power, and the score 7-1 Bulldogs. Alexa Beal still serving, 6 in a row looking for here. And the serve, another beauty, that's the key. To the back line, bumped. Block Island unable to set up an offense, gets to dump it over and is unable to keep it on the floor. Out of bounds, that is 8 points for the Bulldogs. 6 in a row at the hands of Alexa Beal's serve. Number 12, Beal to serve, looking for 7 in a row. This is game 1 here at Federico Gymnasium. Bulldogs up to an 8-1 lead over the Block Island Hurricanes. Beal's serve, a beauty, bumped. They're gonna have to just send it over. Block Island does. And Federico with the bump for Wesley, not in play, however. And that's gonna be a side out for the Hurricanes. And the point, 8-2. More importantly for the Hurricanes, they break Beal's serve. A noisy gym for 11:30 in the morning on a Wednesday afternoon. And Block Island serve hits the net and makes its way over. Handled well by Westerly. And Block Island hits the net Unforced error, side out, Westerly's point and serve. 9-2 the score, Bulldogs. Meaning for both sides. Playoff implications for Block Island. Pride and passion for Westerly. Good offense by Block Island to try with a dink, but Federico with some sort of a hook shot. And Block Island with a set to the back corner. Good spot. Simmons a diving attempt to save it in that far corner. Good spot by number 3 of Block Island. The score 9-3, I believe. And it will be Block Island serve. Number 6 with the underhand serve. We don't see that very often. Alexa Beal with a beautiful bump save. Meg Beal gonna have to dump it over, and does. Miscommunication on Block Island side. They're gonna have to send it over, and they do. Meg Beal with the dig. Alexa tried to find a spot similar to what Block Island just did. Diving save by Block Island into the net. Almost a beautiful block by the Bulldogs. Double hit, and that will go for a Block Island point. And Block Island will retain the serve. The score 9-3. The underhand serve, very accurate with that serve. Beal ends up dumping it over. Bump to the net, number 3 with the set. And another dink. It looks like Block Island goes for that quite often, respecting Westerly's net defense. They have tried to dink it over on numerous occasions and have been successful. Number 3 did a good job there of finding the floor. The score 9-4, Bulldogs advantage. Number 6 with the underhand line drive. Alexa Beal with the bump, set by her sister. Fed with the spike attempt off the net. And another Block Island point. The score 10-6. And the underhand to the back corner. Very effective underhand serve. The backward set by the Bulldogs makes its way over the net. Number 3 for Block Island, diving in a great dump by the Hurricanes. And then just short on effort near the net, and Block Island with the unforced error into the net. Side out by the Bulldogs. Alex Storr to serve for the Bulldogs, who hold an 11-6 lead here in Game 1, best of 5 series. And the serve of beauty, set, and a bump to number 4, spike attempt, and it goes long for the Hurricanes. Point number 12 for the Bulldogs. Hurricanes with 6. Storr, the serve, a beauty. Short middle diving attempt, and Fed with the block. Clean, no net, Westerly's point. The score 13-6 Bulldogs. Storr looking for 3 in a row. And the serve. Number 5 with the bump. And Block Island can't handle it. And it falls into the bleachers. The score, Bulldogs 14, Block Island 6. Storr looking for 4 in a row. And the serve off the net. That will be a side out for Block Island. And their 7th point of this Game 1. And Block Island set to serve. And a running jump serve, and it's a beauty. Handled by Wesley near the net. Storr with a nice set dump over backwards. Block Island with an attempt at the dink again, and Westerly follows through and touches the net. That will be good for a Block Island point. The score 14-8, Block Island serve. Number 18 with a running jump serve. First we've seen of the day. And when they can be controlled, they are very effective. The left-hander, right-hander. And a beautiful serve. Beal dives, attempts to dig it out. However, the ball goes into the stands. And those who can employ this service style definitely reap the most rewards. The score 14-9. The serve, another beauty. Beal handles this one well. Store with the set. Riddler with the spike attempt blocked by Block Island. And Block Island getting right back in this thing with 10. Trail the Bulldogs by only 4. This number 18, the best service we've seen of the day. And that serve is a beauty. Nobody can handle that. That dove into the back corner. No Bulldog near it. No way to prepare for it. And number 18 is very deliberate in her fundamentals prior to her serve and extremely effective thereafter. Replacing the ball due to the previous one having gone out of the gym. The score, 14-11. 11 serving 14. And the serve, another missile. Handled well by Meg Beal. Set back to Beal. Beal with the spike attempt. 18 with the set. Set forward to number 5. Dumps it over. And Westerly into the net for a Block Island point. But as a Westerly player touched the net, not the ball. The score 14-12. Suddenly we had a 2-point game. Number 18 all but eradicated Westerly's 8-point lead. Looking for 7 in a row here. Ball's legal, and that's a missile. Beal handles it with a set. Riddler with a spike. Dug out by number 18. Set to number 4. Soft dump to the back. Store to Federico off the net. Handled by Block Island. Brought over. Beal blocked. Back to Block Island side. Block Island with a bump. And then a dump to the back line. Wesley doesn't handle it well. Beal saves it. Gonna have to dump it over. No communication. 2 Westerly players went for the same third hit. Costing them the point. And that is 7 straight for number 18 of the Hurricanes to score 14-13. And it's a beauty again. Beal does a great job of just getting it in the air. His sister Beal gonna have to dump it over by Riddler. And it makes it, great job, but spiked down by number 3 on Block Island's first hit to tie this 14-14. Wouldn't be shocked to hear a timeout shortly. Got a double substitution for the Bulldogs. And we now are back even, 14-14 in game 1. Momentum heavily in the favor of the Hurricanes. And number 18 finally serves long after doing more than her part. Came in with them trailing by 8, scored 8 in a row, and then finally the Bulldogs get a point to score 15-14. Sarah Riddler with the serve into the net, tying the game again and giving the Hurricanes a serve right back. Number 4, who has played well up at the net for the Hurricanes with the serve. Dug out close to the net. Great job by Store to get it over. The set to number 5. Spike attempt blocked by the Bulldogs. Beal with the dump over. A beauty. Block Island able to handle it off the rafters. Number 12 dumps it to Wesley side. Meg Beal with the bump set, sits it into the net. Block Island takes their first lead, 16-15. First lead on this game 1. A lot of action here, folks, in Wesley's last game of the season. And the serve to the deep portion. They're going to have to dump it over, and they do with a beauty dug out by number 18. And number 3 to number 5, who dumps it over to the Wesley side. Beal, Alexa Beal, finds the spot in the back corner. She's been Wesley's go-to for sure in this game 1. And the score tied 16-16. A side out. And Ava Tenuta serving for the Bulldogs. 16-16, game 1. We are Westerly.live. The serve, a beautiful knuckleball down the middle, handled by Block Island, set to number 5. Spike, dug out. Number 3 of the Hurricanes attempts to block it back to the Wesley side, is unable to do so. Westerly takes the lead again. The score 17-16. Tenuta looking to expand. The serve, a beauty. Bumped by number 5. Number 3 with the bump set to number 5. Finds a spot. Beautiful effort by the senior Alexa Beal. The score 17-17. It doesn't get any closer than this, folks. Still no timeouts in this match. Back and forth, tight all the way. Number 3 with the serve into the net. Bulldogs lead, 18-17. Side out. Meg Beal, number 23, set to serve for the Bulldogs. And the serve, a beauty. Bumped back by the Hurricanes. Number 5 again, over. Dump, dive save by the Bulldogs. And Block Island can't handle it. Bulldogs making a 2-point lead, 19-17. This is where points get really important. As we play to 25, win by 2. And the serve to the back line. Bumped sideways by the Hurricanes. They're gonna have to dump it over. Number 9 does that. Handled by Tanuda on the back line. Bump set and Simmons with the dump. Set to number 5. Dink over the first line. Great job by Meg Beal. And Block Island dumps it over, back to Beal. Simmons to Beal, to the back line of Block Island, near the net. The dink, Wesley can't handle it, but they may have hit the net. And they did. Westerly's point, 20-17. Beal to serve again. Looking for 3 in a row. And the serve, a beauty. With 5, they're gonna have to dump. Tanuda with the bump. Beal with the set. And Beal's spike attempt goes just deep. The score, 20-18. Block Island serve. Number 5 for Block Island serving. And that's gonna fall short. A huge break for the Bulldogs, who need only 4 more to take game 1. The score, 21-18. And the senior, Alexa Beal, to serve. Looking to possibly serve her team into a game 1 victory. The jump serve, a beauty, bumped by Block Island. Set, dumped over. The Bulldogs hit the net and give the Hurricanes a free one, 21-19. Hurricanes serve. Substitution on the floor. Simmons out, Pelican in. Number 9 serve, a missile over knuckleball to the back line. Handled well by Tanuda. And Westerly's spike attempt gets blocked by number 18. 1-point game we have, folks, 21-20. This is game 1 at Federico Gymnasium. Last game of the season for the Bulldogs. Last game of the career for Alexa Beal, the sole senior. Block Island with playoff implications on the line. The serve. To the back line. Wesley doesn't handle it well, and that will tie things up at 21-21 in this very important game 1 for the Block Island Hurricanes. Number 9 with the serve. And it's a cross-court beauty. That's an ace. And out of the gym goes the ball. We are going to have to retrieve them at this point. The score, 22 Block Island, 21 Bulldogs. And we are back in action. It will be Block Island serve with a 1-point advantage. Race to 25, win by 2. Best of 5 series. The serve, a beautiful knuckleball back line. Wesley keeps it in the air. Beal with the bump, the dump. Block Island bumps. A set to number 18 with the dink to no man's land in the middle of 4 for the Hurricanes. And a extremely important point, 23-21. Westerly needs a side out. Block Island needs only 2 more points. And the serve, a beauty, a knuckleball diving. Wesley's bump attempt goes into the net. Beautiful save off the net, and Simmons gets it over. Block Island, number 8, finds a perfect spot in the back corner. Impossible for Wesley to get to. Great volley by Wesley. The score, 24-21. This is game point in game 1 for Block Island. Westerly will need 5 in a row to continue. 4 in a row to continue, 5 in a row to win. And the serve, a missile, kept in the air by the Bulldogs. Beal, they're gonna have to dump it over. And Pelican comes up short. That's game 1, folks. The score, Block Island Hurricanes 25, Westerly Bulldogs 21. Fast-paced game, although considering how back and forth it was, no timeouts used. Very even game throughout. Block Island, who comes in with a 6-2 record, tied with Tiverton in their division at 6-2, trailing only St. Ray's, and we are going to head to commercial. And we are back, folks. And just a reminder, Friday night, 6 p.m., the action's in Barrington, but the action's right here at Westerly.live. Varsity football action. Your Westerly Bulldogs 2-0 will take the trek to Barrington, who leads the division with a 4-0 record. Playoff implications. All the excitement right here. I am Greg Morano, and we are Westerly.live. Heading into game 2 of today's best-of-5 matchup, the Westerly Bulldogs trail 1-0. Very even first game, very fast-paced first game. Again, considering the lead changes in the number of side-outs. Block Island with a very aggressive serving style and a couple unique serving styles. They actually have one underhand server who puts a great deal of speed and control into the serve. They also employ one jump server who served for 8 consecutive points, I believe. That brought Block Island right back into it. Westerly did hold a 6-point lead at one point in the first game. Both teams are huddled, getting their final instructions. And Westerly, with no lack of excitement tonight, playing for their senior Alexa Beal, is highly regarded and will be heavily missed by her teammates. They love their senior. They've made that very apparent throughout my opportunity, which I am grateful for, to have watched a good portion of their home season this year. Meg Beal will open game 2 with the serve. Number 23 for the Bulldogs. The younger sister of lone senior Alexa Beal. Beal, Simmons, and Storr will start at the net for the Bulldogs. And the serve hits the net, goes over. Block Island's going to have to dump the first two. Fed with the bump. Beal to Simmons. Spike attempt, bumped out by Block Island. Number 12 with the soft spike. And Westerly nearly blocks it, goes off the side, and Block Island jumps out to a 1-0 advantage. Very even matchup thus far from what I have seen. The Bulldogs have played a great game all over the court. Good effort, good communication. Number 3 with the serve. To the back line, miscommunication by the Bulldogs. One player called it, the next hesitated. Early in game 2, can afford that mistake. The score 2-0. Plenty of time to make up for it. And the serve, front spinning. Sliding bump, dumped over. Attempts to surprise Block Island. Great one-handed dive. Block Island's number 8 dumps it back over to the back line of Westerly. Meg Beal with the set to Sister Beal. Beautiful spike. Wow, what a dig by Block Island. Number 3 puts it over to the back corner. Kept up by Federico. Simmons with the spike. Off 2 Hurricanes and down to the floor for the Bulldogs' first point. None short of action on their first point of the game. And number 12, the senior Alexa Beal, will take the serve for the Bulldogs. The score 2-1. Hurricane lead early in this second game. The jump serve, a beauty. Number 3, set number 12 with a soft spike to the back corner, out of bounds. Westerly's point. We have a tie game, 2-2. Beal looking for 3 in a row here. And the knuckleball deep. What a beauty Block Island decides to leave it. Not that they could have done much with it if they had chosen otherwise. That was a most impressive serve. A knuckleball high to the back corner. An ace. And a Bulldog 3-2 lead. And conversely, that one dives in front of the front line. Beal putting it anywhere she wants, doing whatever she would like at the serve. Another ace to score 4-2. Beal did run off 8 straight points for the Bulldogs in game 1. So she is most definitely showing her senior experience in her final game. And the serve, a line drive missile to the middle. Number 3, one-handed set attempt. The Hurricanes unable to handle it and return. The score 5 for the Bulldogs, 2 for Block Island. And Beal looking for 4 in a row. Block Island, communication error, but unbelievable one-handed save by Block Island. Just as unbelievable return by the Bulldogs with 2 one-handed saves. Block Island tries to dump it to the back line. They get it there. Fed to return it towards the net. Store backwards, puts it over the net. Number 3 with the set. Spike attempt, dug out by Beal. Pelican puts it over. Number 3 with the set to number 5 for the Hurricanes. Kept in the air by Federico. Over by Pelican to the back line. Bumped well towards the net. Number 3 with the set. Number 12 with the spike attempt. Back up by the Bulldogs. Set by Beal. Brought back over and brought back up. Number 3 with the set. Spike attempt to the sideline. Diving effort by the Bulldogs to get it over, and they do. Returned immediately by Block Island. And the spike attempt dug out again. This is the best volley I've seen, folks. And the dink by Block Island. Beal handles it. To Beal. Tries to find the spot. Handled by Block Island. A miscommunication. After that volley, the Bulldogs take the point. And that right there is a momentum swinger. That's a heartbreaker for whichever team didn't end up with that point. Frustration on the Hurricanes coach's face. Hate to see that much effort go unrewarded, but the Bulldogs with an unbelievable volley. And Beal looking for 6 in a row. And a bump set for the Hurricanes. They put it over to no man's land. Great job by the Bulldogs, but they just can't return that one. The Hurricanes found the spot quickly there. The score 6-3, Bulldogs advantage. Side out, number 5 to serve for Block Island. And the serve. Set. Put over. Number 3 sets for the Hurricanes. Number 18 doesn't get it over. Looking for the dink, it appeared. Doesn't get enough of the ball. And the Bulldogs with a 4-point advantage, 7-3. Bulldog with a substitution. Dina Arnold with the Bulldog serve. Block Island lets it go, and it is just out. Close call. Block Island brings it to within 7-4. Number 9 serving for Block Island. And a line drive, diving in the back line. And the miscommunication lands within 5. I read that's a campfire. The score, 7-5, Bulldogs. Much like the first game, this is back and forth. Nobody able to pull away from the other. And a straight line drive serve. That one might have floated right out of bounds. Hard to tell with that kind of speed on the serve. Wesley unable to handle it and return it. The score, 7 for the Bulldogs, 6 for the Hurricanes. And the Hurricanes serve. A slower knuckleball variety. Beal with the set. Federico overhand. Hurricanes can't handle it off the back of number 9 for Block Island. The score 8-6 Bulldogs. A side out. And Alex Storr set to serve for the Bulldogs. Again, this is game 2. The Hurricanes took game 1. Hurricanes are going to have to dump it back over. Number 3 does just that to the back line. Arnold handles it. And the spike attempt by the Bulldogs goes long, out of bounds. The score 8-7. And it is number 6 for the Hurricanes. I do believe this is the underhand serve. It's got to be difficult with a completely different serving style for the Bulldogs. And it is. And it's too low. Bulldogs advantage. Get the point and a quick side out. The score 9-7. And the serve set by the Hurricanes. Set back. Number 18 with the dink. And it's a Block Island point. The score 9 for the Bulldogs, 8 for Block Island. Quick side out for the Hurricanes. And the Hurricanes with their number 1 server, number 18 at the helm with the jump serve. Bulldogs getting ready, repositioning. First serve just over the net. We have a whistle. And it is some kind of an alignment penalty against the Bulldogs. That will tie the game 9-9. Bulldogs are doing what they can to set themselves up for success. This might be the most effective service I've seen by a player thus far this year. Extremely effective serve. It's a missile. Westerly attempts to dig it out with a bump. Ball flies harmlessly out of bounds. The speed this ball is hitting the Bulldogs' hands, it's got to be near impossible to control. And another one. And that one might have gone long, and did for a Westerly point, and more important, side out. Federico set to serve for the Bulldogs. We have a 10-10 tie on our hands here in game 2, folks. Block Island did take game 1 in what was a back and forth match. Nobody able to run away with it, and it looks like we're in for an entire afternoon of this, folks. Both teams playing quite evenly. Fed with the serve, a beauty. Bumped by Block Island. A bump set too close to the net. Almost blocked by the Bulldogs, who can't return it. And the score 11, Block Island, 10 for the Bulldogs. And that will be the Hurricanes' first lead of this second game of the day. Number 4 for the Hurricanes, set to serve. And the cross-court serve handled by Arnold. Store with the set, Beal with the soft spike. Number 12 with the bump set. And dumps it over by number 5 of the Hurricanes. No Bulldog in the area. Number 4 returns for the serve for the Hurricanes, and the score is 12-10, Block Island. And the serve, a beauty. Wesley able to handle it close to the net, able to return. Number 3 with the set for the Hurricanes. Number 12 with the soft spike, off the hand of a Bulldog, and good for a Hurricane point. 13-10 here, folks. And a substitution on the side of the Bulldogs. Riddler goes out, Pelican comes in. 13 serving 10, game 2. And the serve just over the net, tough to handle. Wesley is able to handle it. Dink by the Hurricanes, Wesley handles. Beal tries to catch him by surprise to the back line. Block Island handles, number 5 with the soft spike to the back line. Fed pushes it forward, and the Bulldogs unable to handle it. Hit the net as the ball flew towards the stands regardless. And the score is 14-10, game 2. Block Island ahead, 1-0 in this final girls volleyball game of the season for the Bulldogs. The serve for Block Island falls harmlessly deep, out of bounds, giving the Bulldogs a needed side out. The score 14-11. Block Island will move on to the playoffs. This game is relevant to seeding. Beal with the serve, it might be an ace. Block Island able to dig it out. Number 18 dumps it over to the back line. Federico dumps it in towards the net. Wesley unable to dig it out of the net. And the score 15-11. Coach of Westerly giving instructions. Block Island set to serve. And the whistle. And number 3 overhand. Cross court handled by Federico. To Beal with the spike. Straight to the floor, a beauty. The score 15-12. From spike to serve for Alexa Beal. And she has provided the best service for the Bulldogs today. And that is a missile, the jump serve. And Block Island unable to judge the return or handle the serve. And the score 15-13. Block Island holding a 2-point lead. Beal at the serve for the Bulldogs. And the jump serve cross court. Dug out by the Hurricanes. Number 12 with a spike into the net. And Beal brings the Bulldogs within one. The score 15-14 here in game 2. And the serve, a knuckleball variety. Set. Number 12 with a soft spike to Beal. To Sister Beal with the set. Tenuta with the spike attempt into the net. That will be a side out. 16-14 advantage for the Hurricanes. And number 5 serving. Bumped by Beal. Set, and the Pelican spike goes over. Block Island unable to block it. Good offense by the Bulldogs. Side out and bring themselves within 1 point. Arnold serves long for the Bulldogs. Coming in on a fresh substitution. That's a quick side out and a 2-point advantage for the Hurricanes. Number 9, who served, ran off about 4 points on their last service. Straight knuckleball handled by Beal. Looking for the spot in the back. Diving effort by the Hurricane. Great job. Dug out by the Bulldogs. And the Hurricanes are going to have to dump it back over. And they do. Westerly with a bump set. Tenuta with a soft spike handled by Block Island. And number 8 looking for a spot in the back corner. And finds it. Perfect placement for the point. 18-15. Block Island coach getting excited. (18-15). Block Island 3-point lead. Game 2, best of 5. Block Island leads the series 1-0. Westerly, a little miscommunication. A beautiful serve on Block Island. The combination is an ace. 19-15 Hurricanes. And I might add that these two teams were their own last opponents. Block Island did come away with the victory. 3-1 over the Bulldogs. And the serve, line drive to the back. Westerly can't handle it. That's another ace. The score 20-15. Number 9 serve runs parallel to the court at a good velocity. If you let it go, it seems to find its way to dive, almost as though it has GPS. Very deliberate with the fundamentals. The serve handled, needed to handle it. It would have been in bounds. Wesley gonna have to dump it over. Unable to get it back in 3 hits. All the credit to the serve. Another ace. The score 21 Block Island, 15 Bulldogs. Bulldogs in dire need of a side out. Once we're in the 20s, pressure begins to mount. And the serve handled by Beal. To Beal and dumped over by Tenuta. Bump, number 3 with the set. And a spike attempt, and it's a beauty. Riddler with a one-handed diving attempt on the back line. Did get a little of it. Would have been in bounds either way. The score 22-15. And this service has taken control of this game. And great serve, bumped. Wesley gonna have to dump it, and they do. Softly to the back line. Number 3 with a set. Back set, beauty. Tried to catch Wesley off guard, made shot by Beal to dig it out. And Tenuta with the soft spike. Number 3 with the set short. And Block Island into the net, side out. Good defense by the Bulldogs. Good offense as well, good transition. The score 22-16. Hurricanes with a 6-point advantage. The Bulldogs serve. Bump, set, and spike attempt by Block Island. almost blocked by the Bulldogs. However, the ball falls harmlessly out of bounds. Quick side out. 23rd point for the Hurricanes. 23-16. Pressure time for the Bulldogs. Games to 25, win by 2. The underhand serve. Wesley's diving attempt, and it is spiked back down. We are at game point. Westerly needs 10 in a row. 24-16, game 2. Number 6 serving with the unique underhand style. Very good control over her serve. And the serve to the back line, set by Beal. Little miscommunication, and it is blocked by Block Island for the clinching point in game 2. The final, 25-16. Block Island jumps out to a 2-0 lead in this best-of-5 series due to no lack of effort by the Bulldogs. And we are going to head out to commercial. And welcome back, folks. I am Greg Moreno, and we are Westerly.live. Just a reminder, Friday night, 6 p.m., be there, be square. Right here at Westerly.live, we will have varsity football action, playoff implications, last regular season game of the season. Both teams will be moving to the playoffs. The game is in Barrington versus Barrington, who stands heading into the game at 4-0. The Bulldogs also had a perfect 2-0. Both teams will move forward, seeding on the line. We are headed into game 3 right here of what is Westerly's last female volleyball game of the season. Sole senior number 12, Alexa Beal, showing her leadership throughout tonight as she has done all season long. Her service point have led the Bulldogs to what have been 2 extremely competitive games. Block Island just able to pull away towards the end of both. Serving has been the difference, as Block Island has a variety of weapons at the serve that actually serve in all different styles. I haven't seen a team that had 3 or 4 different, unique, effective service styles, and they do. So they keep their opponents constantly on their toes. Bulldogs in a little team huddle here. They don't want their season to end in this game, and it doesn't have to. It's a best-of-5 series. Block Island up 2-0 at the moment. Referee double-checking numbers. And we're about to get started in game 3. I am Greg Morano. We are Westerly.live. All Westerly all the time. If you can't be there, we are. And Block Island will start with the serve, number 3. Game to 25, win by 2. First serve, bumped by the Bulldogs. Set by Storr, Alexa Beal with the spike, dug out by the Hurricanes. And they look for a soft spot, find it, but a diving Beal. You're gonna hear her name a lot. Spiked by the Hurricanes, Wesley can't handle it. Beal all over the court. Block Island has a very good offensive system. They are able to get into their offense even if they have to dive to keep the serve in the air. They are able to morph into their offense. And number 3, the serve to the back line. Storr with the set. Alexa Beal with the spike attempt just out of bounds. And the Hurricanes jump out to a 2-0 lead. And number 3 with the serve. And that's going to go into the net. Cut the lead in half. Meg Beal will start the serve for the Bulldogs. And the serve. Block Island can't handle it, and that is an ace. The score 2-2. And as in the first 2 games, nobody separated themselves until we approached 20 points, around the 18-20 area. Neither team has used a timeout all day. bump by the Hurricanes. A bump set, a high one, and a soft spike attempt into the corner, a perfect spot. Federico's diving one-handed effort just short. The score 3-2. Side out. Number 5, take the helm for the Hurricanes. And the serve with the bump. Federico bumped to the net and dumped over by Storr. Number 5 for the Hurricanes. Number 3 with the set. Miscommunication on the Hurricane side. That's a side out. And a tie game, 3-3. Alexa Beal, our senior, to serve. She had runs of 8 points and 6 at the serve in the first 2 games. The jumping knuckleball, very impressive. Handled. Different strategy for the offensive Block Island. Catches Westerly off guard. Good strategy on the offense on Block Island in hindsight. 4-3 game. Block Island has a lot of weapons as far as their offense goes. They can do a lot of different things. That was a misdirection that I have not seen the likes of yet this year. Very effective, hard to defend. Westerly diving all over the floor. No lack of effort on either side. Number 9 with the serve, the missile. Bumped. Simmons able to save it, and Beal dumps it over. Block Island, number 3 with the set. And number 18 with the hard spike handled. Beal with the bump, they're going to have to dump it over, and they are to the back line. Number 9 can seem to get everything. Number 3 to number 4 with a beautiful spike. And the Bulldogs dig it out, goes into the net. Bulldogs cannot get down on themselves because they are playing a very good game. This is a very impressive Block Island team. They can switch from defense to offense in the blink of an eye. The score 5-3. Number 9, the serve. And the knuckleball, I can see that shaking. Westerly can't handle it. That's an ace. Multiple styles by the same server. Multiple different styles by different servers. Hard to set up a defense, I can only imagine. And this one, side spin to the back corner. Wesley's going to have to dump it over, and they're able to do that. Allowing Block Island to set up with a bump. A bump set up beauty. And a spike off of the upright, and that's good for a Bulldog point. The score is 6-4. Arnold will come in. Pelican will get a rest, and Arnold will walk right into the serve. Bulldogs only trailing by 2. And the serve. Number 9 handles it. Number 3 with the set. And the spike set up by Beal. To Beal with the bump. And the spike for the Bulldogs. Dug out by number 9. Out of bounds. That's a Bulldog point. Number 9 is all over the court as far as the back line. Back there by herself for Block Island and able to pull everything up in an accurate manner and get their offense into sync. Arnold with the serve to number 9. Perfect bump. Set. Wasn't on the mark, but Block Island able to get it back over. Beal fed and a little deep. Block Island point. Side out. 7-5 game. Substitution, Block Island. And number 10 will take the serve. We're going to have another substitution as Riddler goes out. Tenuta comes in for the Bulldogs. And number 10 with the serve, and it doesn't clear the net. And the Bulldogs with an easy side out, and 7-6 game. And here we go. The serve, a beauty, dug out. Number 3, wasn't sure what to do with it. Wesley with a beautiful block. Falls off the hands of number 3, and the point. We have a tie game here, folks, 7-7. This is game 3, best of 5 series. Block Island with a 2-0 lead. And the Wesley serve, a beauty. Block Island's bump goes too close to the net. Wesley with the block. Federico with the soft spike. Number 3 with the set to number 15 for Block Island. He's softly over the net. Beal to Tenuta. Blocked. And that's going to fall for a Block Island point. And again, Wesley's future is extremely bright with only one senior on the court. Alexa Beal, who has made her presence known this season in its entirety, especially today. with her leadership and ability on the floor. And the serve for the Hurricanes by none other than number 18 and nothing other than an ace. Extremely, extremely effective service style. Great accuracy on the serve. Makes it extremely difficult to get into an offense, even if you are able to dig it out. And the serve, diving in the middle. Westerly can't handle it. And I don't blame him. That's a nearly impossible serve to handle. The score 10 for the Hurricanes, 7 for the Bulldogs. Big thing for the Bulldogs here is to get the ball out of number 18's hands. The serve, deep, a beauty. Still in the air for the Bulldogs, and they are able to dump it back over. Black Island will fall right into their offense. Number 3 with the set, number 4 with the spike, falls to the ground. The senior Beal diving one-armed attempt. Just can't keep it up. The score 11 for Black Island, 7 for the Bulldogs. The serve slows it down a little bit. Bulldogs weren't ready for that. Soar with the set. Wesley has to dump it over. Number 9 with the bump. Number 3 with the bump set. Too close to the net. And that is going to be a Westerly point and a side out. Wesley right in this thing. The score is still 11-8. Only down by 3. Ava Tenuta, number 22 for the Bulldogs. At the serve. And the serve to the back line. And dumped down by the Bulldogs for a Bulldog point. Black Island hit the net. Correction. Referee signaled it the opposite way. Westerly hit the net, and that will be a Black Island point and their serve. The score 12-8. The referee has corrected it to the way I saw it. And Wesley did make contact with the net. Number 4 with the serve for Black Island. Deep corner. Wow, it doesn't get much more accurate than that. From one corner to the far corner, inbounds, no player nearby. That's an ace. And the score 13-8 Hurricanes. And ball number 2 from the scorer's booth. And the serve to the back line. Arnold bumps it. Beal with a soft spike. And the dink blocked by Westerly, but Westerly is guilty of hitting the net. I don't believe they did. I couldn't see directly. I have no opinion. And the score 14-8. And the serve to the opposite corner, just outside. For a much-needed side out for the Bulldogs, and the score 14-9. Black Island's lead. Bulldogs don't want to get down too many here in the midpoint of Game 3, trailing 2 games to none. And the Bulldogs serve falls in the middle, and Black Island is unable to handle it. Perfect placement by Fed, number 14 of the Bulldogs, and the score 14-10. And Pelican comes in for Bruno. Federico with the serve. Down the middle, number 9 with the bump near the net. Dinked over by the Hurricanes. Wesley handles. Beal to Pelican with a soft spike to the back line. Handled. Number 3 with the set. To number 5. Spike goes into the net for the Bulldogs point. 14-11. And Fed looking for 3 in a row. And the serve to the back line. Bumped by the Hurricanes. They're going to have to dump it back over. 18 does that. Arnold with the set. Beal with the bump set. Pelican with the soft spike. 3 with the set. Soft spike attempt by the Hurricanes, picked up by the Bulldogs. Beal tries to find the spot. Number 9 recovers. Set to number 5 of the Hurricanes. Spike attempt. Riddler keeps it up. Arnold with the set. Beal tries to place it in the back corner. Goes a little too far. Hurricanes will retain the serve. The score 15 for Block Island, 11 for the Bulldogs. And that is going to be a freebie for the Bulldogs. The score 15-12 and a quick side out. Exactly what the doctor ordered. As Meg Beal takes a serve, number 23 for the Bulldogs. And the serve bumped by Block Island with a set to number 8. Looks for the back line. Bulldogs trying to keep it up. Dumped back over by Beal. Just long. Almost found the spot. Heartbreaker. The score 16-12. Side out. Still plenty of time. Number 5 serving for Block Island with a 4-point advantage. Game 3. Hurricanes hold a 2-0 advantage. And the serve. Bumped by Riddler towards the net. And a miscommunication by the Bulldogs as 3 players watch it fall. 17-12. Bulldogs trail by 5. And the first timeout of the day goes to the Bulldogs. 1-minute timeout. We had not seen one of those in either of the first 2 games by either team. And we're going to go to a commercial. Welcome back, everybody, and I am Greg Morano, and we are Westerly.live. We are here at Federico Gymnasium watching the Westerly Varsity Girls Volleyball team play in their final matchup of this 2020-2021 season, celebrating the storied career of lone senior, number 12, Alexa Beal. Their opponent, Block Island Hurricanes, who have an extremely skilled squad, come in with a 6-2 record, and will be moving on after this game to the playoffs in their division. The Bulldogs, with an extremely young squad, look forward to the next few years. And Pelican with a soft spike attempt. Block Island almost doesn't handle it. Dumps it back over. And a diving Beal tries to save it, but it goes out of bounds to score 18-12. Bulldogs don't want to allow too much more distance here in Game 3. Games to 25, win by 2. And the serve bumped straight in the air by the Bulldogs. Another bump straight in the air off the light. And the save by the senior. Block Island almost doesn't handle it, but a great job by number 9, who's been everywhere for the Hurricanes. The Hurricanes with several weapons. Weapons all over the floor that have different ways of attacking. Great effort by the Bulldogs, who trail 19-12 here in Game 3. And the serve from number 5 to the middle of the defense. Set and tinked over. Number 3, the primary setter, to number 12. A hammer spike for the Hurricanes, who are starting to create distance here from the Bulldogs in what would be a clinching game. And quick reminder, Friday night, 6 p.m., Westerly Varsity Football. Bulldogs take on Barrington, 6 p.m. in Barrington. Westerly.live, we have all the action for you. And Beal with the bump set. Store with a spike attempt blocked by the Hurricanes, and the Hurricanes think it, find the floor. 21-12 advantage, Hurricanes serve. Both teams in Friday night's play will be moving on to the playoffs. Seeding will be at stake, 6 p.m. Friday. The Block Island serve, bumped over the net by the Bulldogs. Block Island able to again get into their offense. Unbelievable spike attempt by number 18, who puts power behind her net play as well as her serves. I haven't seen somebody with quite that much power this season, I can honestly say. The score 22-12. And the Block Island serve to the back line. Arnold with the bump straight in the air. Fed tries to save it towards the net, too close to the net, and the Bulldogs trail now by 11. Block Island needs only 2 for the match clinching victory. Bulldogs are going to need a side out and to go on quite a run. The serve. Soft towards the middle, bumped close to the net. And the Bulldogs unable to get into much of an offensive rhythm. The first bump not going exactly where they want it to. Again, a young squad, a tired squad, and a no-quit squad. I look forward to all of their upcoming games next season. The score 24-12. Nothing but upside with this Bulldog squad. And the Block Island serve. Beal with the back set to Sister Beal. Spike attempt blocked. Brought back over by the Bulldogs. Bumped by number 9. Number 18, instead of the hammer, Spike tries to go soft with it and doesn't get it over the net, and the Bulldogs live. The score 24-13. And the senior, Alexa Beal, with another opportunity to serve. Fittingly so. And the serve, a beauty. Number 18 with the spike attempt goes long. And the Bulldog point, 24-14. No better way to end your career than at the service for the Bulldogs. And the serve, the jump serve, handled by number 9, who's handled everything. Puts it into a set and a spike by number 18. That's going to give Block Island Hurricanes the 3-0 victory. Block Island came in and played a great 3 games of volleyball. Highly impressive. Even more impressive is being able to watch this Westerly team come together throughout the season. The sky is the limit, and it has been my pleasure to watch senior number 12, Alexa Beal, in action all season long. The epitome of sportsmanship, leadership, and a great volleyball player as well. We wish her at Westerly nothing but the best in the future. And with that, I am Greg Morano. We are Westerly.live, and we will see you 6 p.m. Friday night, Varsity Football versus Barrington.